Welcome to the Prince Makai channel, and I'm back with another story time. And this is about the time that I guess you could say I set him up, but I didn't really set him up. It's about the time that I was in high school. I was a senior, 2017. I was finishing my senior year, and I had fought. I wouldn't really consider him an ex, but it was a guy I was talking to. We fought actually. And he also fought my brother. It's not really a setup, but after I'm done telling this story, I guess you could say it was a setup. So what happened was, it was May 2017. My ex put up to my house. Well, I don't want to say ex because we only talked for a few months, but let's just say ex. He put up to my crib, trying to fight me. His friends. He came with three girls and another boy. And one of the girls knocked on my door and says, "Why is let's call him Aaron. Why is Aaron downstairs wanting to fight you?" And he comes in the hallway because I lived in a house, but it's floors. So first floor is your neighbor, second floor is you, which was me, third floor is the other neighbor, and there's a hallway that you go up the stairs to go to my door. Aaron comes in, I want to fight, come downstairs, I want to fight. Mind you, to give you a little backstory, it was my senior year. I had not gotten in trouble that whole year. Like, no suspensions, no detentions, no nothing. Plus, I had a lot going on. I had my senior trip coming up. I had graduation. I had prom coming up. And then on top of that, I was getting ready to go to college. I was graduating. So I was really on my A game. And so I didn't want to fight him, honestly. So what I did, mind you, he been wanting to fight me. We broke up around New Year's Eve, and we were kind of beefing a little bit. I guess you could say beefing. And he had actually tried to fight me once in class. I just kept walking away. I kept trying not to fight him because honestly, I was doing so well. My senior year, I was told in the beginning of the year that I might not graduate on time. So I was doing online classes to catch up and my regular work. And I was staying out of trouble. I had a perfect attendance. I mean, everything was just going great that year. And I just didn't want to fuck it up. My ex at the time was I think he was a sophomore. Like, I didn't want to, like, you know what I'm saying, even fight him. And I still had feelings for him at that point. And so I just obviously, who wants to fight there? You know what I'm saying? Even if you guys are beefing, which to me, it wasn't really a beef, but you know, he had friends hyping him up, you know, watching my Facebook at the time. Anything that I say that they think is about him, they would kind of run back and tell him. And then in the beginning, I was kind of doing that. But towards the end, I just kind of let it die down. And I was just really just posting or, you know, just posting. Anyways, mind you, he came with three girls and another boy, another gay boy. And I told him, like, okay, what I said was, I'm gonna get my brother. So they go back out, and I close the door, texting my brother, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna do him so dirty. You know what I'm saying? Because this is now the second time that he's trying to fight me. So what I said was, I'm gonna do him so dirty. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna lie to my brother. I'm gonna tell my brother that he is here with his friends and they're threatening to shoot up the house. They're threatening to break into the house, all that. My brother, he comes with his, all right, so before my brother comes, I'm hearing outside the window because they're discussing, you know, what they're gonna do. And the other boy was like, I'll handle his brother, he'll handle him. And Aaron was like, cool. And I hear the girls saying, if the brother comes with people and you guys start fighting and anybody jumps in, we got you. We're gonna break it up. Actually, no, we gonna hop in for you. We're gonna jump in. We just all gonna be brawling. So my brother pulls up, right? Mind you, Aaron knows that my brother's coming. He just didn't know that I lied to my brother and told him that he said he was going to shoot up the house. Aaron never said that, but at the time, back in the day, if you're beefing with me, And at that point, he kept provoking me. He kept provoking me. He kept provoking me. I done walked away twice from him trying to come at me crazy. I done even had a meeting with him, my vice principal, and I tried to squash it. He just kept wanting to do rah, rah, rah. So I'm like, at this point, I'm going to get my little brother, because they're the same age, to whoop your ass. And then that's that. My brother pulls up and he was like, so what up? He came with two of his friends. He said, so what up? You threatening to shoot up my crib, shoot up my house? And Aaron's like, what? Like, and his friends were like, what? He never said nothing about shit. He was like, my brother was like, I'm not trying to hear none of that. I want to fight. Let's go. So Aaron is like confused at this point. Like, he was like, I never said nothing like that. And Aaron was like, oh, he wants to fight me. Mind you, remember I told you his friend was like, oh, I'll handle the brother. You handle him. The boy didn't jump in. The boy didn't say, oh, I want to fight. I'll take you. He ain't do none of that. So Aaron and my brother started fighting. As they're fighting, right? My brother's good friend comes out of nowhere, hits Aaron on the back of his head. Bah! Mind you, remember when I told you that his friends, the girls, they said, if anything happens, if anybody jumps in, we got you. Soon as Nijan jumps in, my brother's friend jumps in, bah! Hits him in the back of his head, and I have the video, so I don't gotta lie. Everybody was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Nobody jumped in. Nobody jumped in. There is 4 people with him. 3 girls and a boy. None of them jumped in. All they kept saying was, what? They got in the middle like, whoa, 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 whoa. And Aaron was like, so he later on, he was telling people that we jumped in. But to me, that's not really I didn't jump you. And I guess you could say Nijan did jump you, but it's like, all he did was hit you one time in the back of your head, and that was it. So as they get involved, they get in the middle. This one girl that was there and Nijan, I guess they know each other. They start going at it, and he was like, "Bitch, I got a bitch that will beat your motherfucking ass." Da, 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 da. She was like, "Bring him, bitch." The girl was like, "Bring him, nigga." Da, da, da. And they're going at it and shit like that. And so my brother was like, all right, Makai, now you got to go fight him now. And I'm like, I don't really want, I really just wanted my brother to beat his ass. And then that was it. Like, I didn't really want to fight Aaron. So he was like, no, what you're going to do is you're going to fight him. I fought him, you're going to fight him. So now Aaron just fought my brother. And his friend, my brother's friend, jumped in, Nijan, and punched him in the back of his head. Now he got to fight me, which that was his initial plan, was to fight me, right? But I always say be careful what you wish for. I mean, I back in the day, I was a pretty dirty person. Like, when it came to beef, like, I didn't play fair. If I had a dog, I would have sicked up my dog on him. If I had a certain thing that does damage, I would have. If I had one at the time, like I'm at the time, I'm just really, I don't play. I didn't play fair. I didn't play fair at all. And so I'm like, all right. So we end up fighting, and what I did was, we ended up fighting for some reason by my neighbor's car. We were tussling at first. I put him in a choke. I put him in a headlock. He got out of that headlock and he hit me one good time in my eye, and I backed up. For a minute, I was like seeing double. I was like, shit. Got me in the back of my eye, right? And then he started swinging on me, so I swing back, right? And then I think his friends broke it up. So it wasn't really much of a fight. I mean, all we did was tussle against the car. I grab him, I put him in a headlock. He comes out of that. He pops me one good time in my eye, and then his friends break it up. So it really wasn't a fight, really, to be honest with you. And after that, him and his friends just start like going up the hill. They just start going up the hill, and my brother and them was like, "Where you going?" And actually, no, Aaron started going up the hill. He's just like, I'm out, I'm leaving, like, I'm done, I'm leaving. And then his friend's like, where you going? He was like, I'm not dealing with this shit. Like, I just had to fight his brother. Like, he just lied and said that I threatened to shoot up the crib. Like, at that point, Aaron was scared. He didn't know who else was coming. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I was screaming like, I got more family coming right now. He was scared. That nigga jetted up the hill. Jetted, bro. And so his friends ended up just going with him. And he told his sister when he got home. His sister was cool with my cousin. My cousin called me cursing me. Oh my god, that was pussy. How y'all gonna sit there and jump him? Da, 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 da. Like, what you gonna do is when I get off of work, we're gonna meet up with him and you're gonna fight him fair. And I'm like, no, I'm not. He wanted to fight and he got one. You can't pull up to somebody's house, you know what I'm saying, and expect for anybody to play fair. Or there's no, first of all, I always say this all the time, there's no rules in beef. There's no rules in fighting. Anybody can do whatever they want to you. Anybody can do whatever they want. If I had a weapon, I would have used it. If it was in my hand. If I had a car, I would have ran them over. Like I could have did whatever I wanted to do because, and there are some people out there that are crazy and then they will do whatever they have to do. But you can't just pull up to somebody's house after school with 4 other people and think that you're just going to get a good fade in with me and then just go about your day. No, like, did you forget who I was at the time? I was a pretty grimy person. Like, I made sure I had a plan. I told my brother a lie that made him pull up on you. You had to fight him. His friend jumped in, hit you in the back of your head. So technically, I guess you did get jumped. And then you had to fight me. So, like I said, call it pussy, call whatever you want. I am not ashamed of what happened. I'm not even slightly embarrassed. Would I do it again? Would I do it again? I don't think I would do it again, but I'm definitely not embarrassed or ashamed, and I don't regret it. Now, I don't have a problem with him anymore. I mean, I haven't seen him since. His sister and I are the same age, so I haven't seen him since the following month when it was graduation time. He was with his sister taking pictures, and I was with my family taking pictures outside the school. I haven't seen him since then. I don't got a problem with him. Shout out to Aaron, but I don't regret it, and I would do it over and over again. And yeah, I've told people, the story, and they were like, well, that kind of makes you look pussy. But I don't give a fuck. I don't care at all. At all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a violent person. So if you're pulling up to my crib trying to fight me, you know what I'm saying? I can do whatever I want to do. And I always say, like, he's lucky I only did that, because if I was really crazy, I could have, if I had a knife on him, I could have cut him. I could have, if I had a dog, I could have sicked my dog on him. If I boil hot water and pour on him. Like, I could have did anything. You know what I'm saying? If I had mace, I could have maced him. Like, I could have did anything. You know what I'm saying? I could have snuck him. I could have did anything. There's no rules and shit like that. And you pulling up to my crib where I lay my head at, my mother lays her head at. My little brother, actually, my youngest brother ended up, I didn't even realize because of all the commotion that was going on. We was out there with him for a good, like, 20 minutes. I turn around after the fight, and my little brother's just standing there watching, like, in his uniform, because he had walked up the hill from school. So it's like, I don't regret that. I don't regret it. I mean, I wouldn't do it again as an adult, obviously, but I was 17 at the time. Like, and I was just so fed up with him because I had tried so many times to squash the beef. He just kept wanting to beef with me, kept wanting to be angry, kept trying to go off on me. And even when I was arguing with other people in class, he would, like, jump in, and because we had the same class and that's how we met. And I'm just like, he just wanted an issue. He wanted to fight after a while, because I was popping my shit earlier in the year when we had first broken up. But months later, we're in May, and I'm not even doing nothing, and you out here just randomly all of a sudden, because his friend, that same boy, his friend did tell me, like, a week prior to that, he caught me outside of school walking home, and he was like, Aaron wants to fight. And I just kind of blew it off. I'm like, why are you thinking about that, nigga? And I just walked home. So, the next week he pulled up to my crib, and that's what happened. I don't care how it made me look. I don't regret it at all. I still have that video in my phone. Actually, the video of my brother fighting him, because my brother fought him first. And I had the video of when his friend Ajan jumped in and just like, bang! And that was a time, man. That was a time. That was a hell of a time. My vice principal did call me in like 2 days later to talk about it. I guess his father put up to the school. This is what I was told. His father put up to the school, wanting to talk to the vice principal and shit like that. And I'm glad that I told him the story, and my vice principal was kind of understanding, like, this is out of school grounds. He pulled up to your house. So, kept my record clean, and I graduated, and I never saw him again. I saw his sister a year later. She worked at this super Walmart, in another town that my mom liked going to, and I saw her there, and I said hi. It was no beef. It was no beef at all.